Island Music Conference happening February 8th through 12, 2023, Kingston, Jamaica. Tell me what it is.
Well, you know, it's a festival that really, you know, is about getting as much of the people who are in the music industry and the entertainment industry to come and really just gain knowledge. It's, you know, you just come in and be a sponge and actually ask questions and be a part of the conversation. Where the business of music, you know, there's music business and there's the business of music. So, you know, there's the theatrical part or the artistic part, I should say, you know, for the lack of a better word. And then there's the theory part, you know, and we would need to know both of how it goes. So
why though? Why are these conversations even necessary?
Why is it necessary? It is necessary for us to move forward and know what we're getting into. You know, things have changed.
You know, from before, you used to have just physical being sold, which is CDs, vinyl, you know what I mean, and cassettes. You know, some people are still even on cassette deals. You know, there's nothing to tell you how you're being paid because in those contracts that come up, they never mention CD, they never say nothing about streaming and downloads.
Right, so the contracts are even different today
than what they were.
Yeah. So artists can now actually get money.
Yeah.
Because the contracts that were done was for like the cassettes, the albums, the CDs too. But now it's streaming, and in those days, streaming weren't in the contract.
So Sharon, I understand that you've brought in almost every DSP into the conversation coming next year. Tell me about that.
Yes, we have Spotify, we have Deezer, we have Apple, we have
and Audiomack,
and then
Pandora.
you know we have TikTok, Pandora. We have a lot of press. We have New York Post, New York Times coming in. We have Vibe magazine. We have a lot of people coming in.
Yeah.
No, our diamond selling artist, I also understand, has rolled out all of his people. You've brought in from iHeartRadio, Tom Coleman. Who are some of the other persons that you're looking to bring to the conversation?
Well, I wouldn't just say it's me, because me and Sharon, really, because most of the people with that we know, we have had business with together, you know. But these are just heavy players in the game.
Damian Grandison,
Damian, top attorney, you know what I mean? Yeah, we have
Andrew Crane.
Yes, Andrew.
Works with a lot of that.
So there are a lot of great people. You know, Tom Poorman is really big because iHeart is a very big platform also. You know, I mean, of course, we're getting somebody from SiriusXM also.
We have Madeline from Amazon.
Madeline from Amazon also, yeah.
And Stephen Carles.
Stephen Carles from Warner.
Yeah.
I understand he's Jamaican.
Yes, he's Jamaican.
You have Nolan Baines coming in too. He's also from the Caribbean.
Yes, I've known
and
Nolan.
Kevin Lyles has also expressed interest to come. So we have a lot of people.
Sean no stranger to Jamaica from BBC One Extra. And of course, the Caribbean is also on board. We're bringing in Caribbean artists. Just yesterday, we had Martinique having a conversation with us as to, you know, bringing a team. So there's a trade show happening. Tell me a little bit about that, Sharon.
The trade show is at the Pegasus, where you have booths. We have a number of booths. We still have a few openings. And then there is the conference center, where we'll be hosting all the panels. And then we're working with AC Hotel also. So it's Pegasus, AC
Our
Hotel.
official hotel, and AC Hotel is a partner. But Shaggy, coming out of this conference in February 2023, the 8th through to the 12th, what are you hoping that we will achieve?
Well, I hope that we achieve, you know, artists and people who are seeking to be in the industry to have a better understanding of the game as it is presented. You know, to know about publishing, to know about touring, to know about streaming, you know about sync license, you know about just all the avenues that is of earnings that are there and how to actually monetize them, and how to really watch what it. And then we're also trying to bring people from the banks, because you have to understand a lot of you know, artists, when they make money, they don't know. Making the money is one thing. Keeping it and making that money work for you, you know. There are opportunities within a lot of these banking sectors that can be open for artists. I certainly know they're available to me in the United States, and I've used them myself. And I would love, even if there isn't anything that is there, let's have the conversation to see how we can make it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To where, you know, some of these institutions will be open to lending and giving loans based on these artists' accomplishments and their portfolio. You know, let's see how we can make that happen.
Also, Judy, sorry, not to cut you, but the embassies.
Yes.
We're inviting the embassies because you know that it's very important.
Big part of it.
A major part of it. So we hope to have somebody from the American embassy, the Canadian embassy,
Korea.
the British.
We've been in conversations with Korea because of how the government managed to jump in with K-pop to take it global.
Yeah.
You know, and so we're even wanting to have the conversation with Caribbean governments. One of the things is the fact that Island Music Conference is so purposely named because it is a Caribbean music conference.
Yeah.
Now, does that mean that we will be taking it into other Caribbean islands?
Hopefully, but I also wanted to point out, we don't only want people from the Caribbean. We want people from all over.
Yeah.
Who are, like Germany, Africa, because you know we have a number of African representatives, like Bizzle and a lot of the Regos, and a lot of them come to Stoneboy coming to sit on the panel. So I also wanted
have
to
Nicholas
include,
Mayo.
right, Malcolm from MTV, from MTV Africa, because that does a lot for the African market. MTV is still active there. It may not be active as much in the US.
Not as much of an impact here in the US, but
in Africa
it's
it's
a
huge.
massive
The other
platform.
thing I wanted to point out is the artists need to know that they need to do interviews and PR. I will call Shaggy at 6 o'clock. Sharon, you keep calling my phone. I'm on an interview and I'll call him at 9 o'clock the same day. And it's on. So that has a lot to do with his success.
Yeah.
Just
In terms of
constantly discipline and constantly being in touch.
Yeah, I mean,
Good segue for you to tell the artists watching Shaggy why it's important as they grow and develop that they attend this conference and conferences like this one.
well, the main thing is to let them know that they should dream big. Don't put a cap on your dreams. You know, don't, you know, if a man used to get up, if all you ever see in your bank account is $1,000, when a man bring 20,000 come here, you think you're rich.
That'd be US, right?
Well, whatever it is, you know what I mean? But if that's all you're used to, a man bring another one, you feel rich. You don't know that there's, 10 million, there are 10 million out there that you can make. You know what I mean? And a lot of people kind of try to make it seem like this is where it is. Oh, this is as far as you can go. And I'm telling you, you have to make yourself be bankable. You know, you have to make yourself be worthy of investment. You know what I mean? So when Ariana Grande comes out and she has a rollout of $10 million per song to roll out, it's because she's bankable. It's because the record company is investing in her, knowing that 1, she's going to show up on time, 2, she's going to go hard, 3, she's going to come with the bells and whistle, 4, she has a team that is pro. If we don't start getting a team that is pro, then nobody's going to want to bank on you. Banks and investment firms are not going to be saying, hey, let me put up X amount of millions of dollars for this hotel project or this liquor project or this, whatever project that you have, because you're not bankable. We have to look at ourselves and make ourselves bankable, that you are now the go-to. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you said that, because now we can talk about the convergence of music practitioners. And so that's inclusive of managers, that's inclusive of the publishing houses, that's inclusive of the marketers, and all these persons who need to have the conversation. Just the other day, a couple of things happened as we put on a number of shows that speaks to the fact that we need to understand more.
We need to be educated.
Yeah. Education is a key for it. I myself have been in many meetings where I'm having conversations, and these conversations are flying over my head because I wasn't educated, especially in the earlier stages of my career. And you'll be seeing these lawyer jargon, rhetoric on there that you don't understand, and you're hoping that the person that is representing you, it knows what he's doing, and hoping that this lawyer is a lawyer, a top lawyer, and you're just sitting there and worried. If you don't have the best lawyers, the best business managers, you must look for everything that comes with reputation. Because if somebody has been in the game for 30 years, right, and they have a huge clientele, that's the person you want to go with. Why? Because they're worried more about their reputation than making a quick buck. You know, so they're less likely to rob you or take advantage of you, because once you start making noise, it affects the rest of their clients.
But will they have enough time for you? But that's something that you must come to the conference and hear.
This is what I always say. If you go to a restaurant and the restaurant ram and the man tell you, say, well, you know, there's a half-hour wait or a 1 hour wait.
I'm going to be waiting.
You know what I mean? You rather wait than you go to a restaurant where the man said, take any seat, because the restaurant with any seat might not cook as good as the restaurant. There's a reason why it is packed. So, you know, I have lawyers that I've had long relationships with, you know, years upon years, and you know, I have 5 lawyers that are assigned to me, and there are times that, you know, I can't get them right away as I call them, but they will always call you back, you know what I'm saying? Because you're operating on pro, and use your emails, because even when somebody can't call you back, they'll answer you on emails and
WhatsApp. No, that's what.
Right. Well, what I wouldn't say.
No, just say call me back.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so much WhatsApp, because you might be talking about certain things on WhatsApp. You want something that could also be in writing as legal documents, which is also an email kind of serves as that also.
And as a part of this conference, one of our focuses is to listen to what the current artists are saying. Come into our space and let's hear what's happening with you.
Yeah.
What would you like to happen with you? Let's be able to guide you. Let's be able to tell your stories, and let's be able to help you to tell greater stories as we move through this. So it is Island Music Conference. When is it?
Yeah, it is from the 8th to the 12th of February. And the thing that is also is that every time I've been there, actually finding something else that I learned about. The last time when we were at the last one, I learned about
that was the Jamaica Music
the Jamaica Music Conference, which was
This is a part now.
Yes, but when we did that one the last time, I learned a lot about the copyright laws in Jamaica, which I didn't know about. You know what I mean? So even me, who have been in this game for a long time, would think I know every single thing, because I'm kind of a freak like that who want to know everything. There's always something to learn, you know what I mean? So I implore not just young artists, but artists with everybody just to come in and just having a conversation is really, really good. Because from a conversation, something else might come up and I say, oh, right, you know, I never was thinking about that. I was thinking, so how that go? You know what I mean? And it's just knowledge. And then, you know, we all have our devices that we can fact check everything that is saying. So somebody might tell you something and say, yeah, but we are saying not really go on with it. We are saying so. You know what I mean? You can fact check people as they go along, which is really wonderful.
So if you're a booking agent, we want you to come. If you're a musician, we want you to come. If you're an artiste, we need you to come. If you're a music business attorney, we need you to come. Whatever it is, if you're a manager, we need you to come. Whatever role you function in the music business, are you a videographer? Are you telling people how to get into sync? One of the things that was so important in the pandemic is how sync kept a lot of artists' careers afloat. Actually, not even afloat, made them make tons of money during the pandemic. Those artists that had insurance, the financial sector will be there. Come and learn about that too. So there's so much that you will get from this. So it is February 8th through 12th, Island Music Conference, happening at our official hotel, which is which one?
Jamaica Pegasus. And don't forget the showcases.
The showcases.
We want people to start registering for the showcases now, because we can't accommodate everybody.
I'm looking forward to the showcases. Where will they be held at though?
Different places. Like we have some at the Pegasus, some at the AC Hotel.
One on Knutsford Boulevard.
22 Jerk. We're looking at Kingston Jerk also. A lot of and there are still venues that can sign up with us that are going to be considered part of the Island Music Conference.
And understand this, you know, it is music tourism, because we're looking to have guests in all of the hotels within the New Kingston area where the festival is being hosted. And we're also looking at live poetry. We're looking at live bands. So once it has to do with the creative industry where music is concerned and you're affiliated with music.
And you never even spoke about the fashion.
Absolutely, the fashion. We have a fashion night out. We're also bringing in makeup. So we're going to be doing makeup workshops. We have a songwriters workshop. We have performance workshops. So really, we're covering as much as we can. This is going to be an annual event, but come out to year one. Don't miss it. Don't be told about it secondhand. It is going to be awesome, if I may say so myself.
Looking forward to it.
Okay, thank you.